what's going on, everyone? This is 11 Nation Dragon here. Today I'm bringing you another gameplay commentary. Now, recently I haven't really been posting any videos, mainly because of school, as I stated in my last video. And if you guys haven't seen that, check that out. It'll be linked in the description or in the end of the video. But basically, school has been extremely hard. I would say much more difficult than it was last year, especially since we're now on break. So most of the teachers were cramming in tests and essays and all that stuff. So I didn't really get that much time to make any videos, and now that I'm on break, I'll try to make more videos and continue all the series that I've been making. And so today is going to be talking about happiness, and this is going to be the third episode of my Ponder series, where I basically talk about sort of an abstract theory about what my thoughts are, and definitely write down in the comment section below what your thoughts are. It's interesting to see what you guys think of. And so today's topic will be happiness. Now, happiness, what is happiness? Now, I don't really think it has a definite definition, if you know what I mean. For example, something that is defined is basically only that. And I don't think happiness is something that easily defined, since it's so abstract. It's an emotion, right? So I would say that happiness is something that brings you joy, something that makes you have fun, laugh. For example, this could be just being with your friends, you know, having a good time, laughing, talking with your friends. All of that brings you happiness. It brings joy to you. And I think that's in general what happiness is. But also I think that, you know, the Declaration of Independence, right? It's written that you're allowed to pursue your path of happiness. And what exactly does that mean? Like, I believe that you can, I guess, pursue any sort of career, any sort of path, especially in America, mainly because you're granted with so many opportunities that somewhere else that you aren't able to get. And I think that's, in a way, why America is so amazing, that it has so many opportunities. It can really, I guess, allow you to pursue your path of happiness, your own path of happiness, to make you unique and to make you, you know, joyful. So I think that's really interesting. Now, on the other hand, some people believe that the pursuit of happiness, like pursuing your own path, isn't necessarily happiness. For example, people might say drugs, for example. Although we know the consequences, some people think that drugs will make them happy, right? So they try to pursue it, and since in America there always has been and will be a drug problem, they get it. And at the end of the day, they aren't happy. They're depressed, they're addicted, they're not necessarily suicidal, but depressed. So in the long term, they really aren't happy. But in the short term, they are. So in that sense, is happiness long term or short term? And I think that it could be argued either way. Long term happiness would be, just in my personal opinion, for me, happiness would just be going to college, going to graduate school, get a job, have a family, have 3 kids, you know, support them until they grow up and retire and just die off, and I'd be very happy with that. But for some people, like drugs, so should we allow them to pursue that happiness, that path of what they would call like a short-term happiness? Should we allow that lawfully? So what I think is that it's sort of complicated, you know. I think that we should allow people to, I guess, pursue whatever they want, even if it is drugs. However, you have to also look at the other side of the coin. You have to see that drugs are bad. They not only affect you, but they affect people around you. And I think that is why, in this case, drugs, you're limited to what you can get. For example, let's say marijuana, right? It may be used for medical purposes, but it may be used to get high and do other bad things, which can result in death It can result in a loss of family members and anything like that. So it not only impacts yourself, but it also impacts others, which is why I believe that, like other drugs like marijuana and cocaine, they're illegal. And I think that is why they're illegal, because they not only impact you, but they affect others, causing, I guess, sort of like a minor threat to national security, if you know what I mean. Because although the government can't restrict you to find these drugs, they can, in the sense that they can't hold you back and say that they can't have like drug police going all around restricting you without even restricting you to think about that path. But the thing is that they limit your options of how you would do that, and they also warn you the consequences, which is why I think that the pursuit of happiness, it's complicated. It's not just like go to your path and go pursue whatever you love. It has to I guess help others in a way. It has to not harm others. It has to, bring you joy. And I think at that point, happiness is really what you want it to be. You could stay home, play video games, and be happy. That's perfectly fine. You could go out with friends and be happy. That's perfectly fine. But even if you want to do drugs or alcohol or any of those things, and that makes you happy, remember that happiness comes at a cost. You have to remember that happiness, look at the people around you. Are you making them happy based on your choices? And are you impacting them at all? And if you are negatively, there's obviously going to be some restrictions that you can do because it's hurting others. So what do you guys think? Leave in the comment section below what you think happiness is and what your own personal definition of happiness is. Alright, thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys enjoy. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
You and I go hard.